Welcome. We'd like to call to order the Board of Commissioners' regular meeting, February 20th, 2018. At this time, we would ask City Clerk Beth Cecil to please call the roll.
Commissioner Jay Bellotta.
Here.
Commissioner Larry Condor.
He is not here.
Mayor Tom Watson.
He is here.
Mayor Pro Tem Bob Glenn.
Here.
Commissioner Pam Smithwright.
Here.
Thank you very much. At this time, we would ask you to please stand for the invocation and the pledge presented by Commissioner Pam Smithwright.
Please bow your head, please. Dear Lord, we come to you tonight asking for your guidance in everything that we do for the betterment of our community. Lord, we ask that you would be with the families in Florida to comfort them and give them peace as they go through this most difficult time. Lord, I pray for our servicemen and women wherever they may be. These things I ask in your name. Amen. Now the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, we have a couple of special guests here tonight I'd like to recognize. Little Stevie Lynn's mom and dad from Seabury, Kentucky are here. So everybody give them a nice round of applause. She was trying to explain to me where Seabury was a few minutes ago. And we ended up in Vancouver, Canada, didn't we, before you got through talking? Okay, at this time we have a very, very special presentation from a young man named Sloan Edmondson. He's a state-winning Owensboro riverfront speech. Where is the little fella? Oh, there he is. How you doing? Are you not going to talk? Go up there to that. Can you reach that thing? Officer will help you. He'll grab you by the neck and pull you up there. Pull that. Oh, look at you. All right, go.
Really, all my things and most of your questions will be answered on the presentation I made. So
you already made it? Where was I?
Oh, it was last year.
Oh, you did it last year?
Yes, I made the presentation last year.
Okie dokie. Well, we got it on the video. I told you it's going to be on YouTube and all those other fancy things. So have a seat. And we'll watch the speech about the riverfront.
If you've ever been to Owensboro, you'll notice the riverfront has changed a lot in the last decade. It went from almost nothing there to where thousands of people visit it each day. You can walk the trails, play in the spray park, listen to live music, play in the playground, watch a live show, eat at local restaurants, or participate in a number of other events. Owensboro's famous Blue Ridge crosses over the Ohio River. It connects Kentucky and Indiana. The bridge opened in 1940 and it's over 2,000 feet long and made of steel. The bridge is most famous for its painted blue exterior. It is dedicated in memory of Congressman Glover H. Terry, who died in 1936. Once a year in fall, we have Blue Bridge Day. This is where the Blue Bridge closes for 4 hours and people walk across. The River Art Center is a nonprofit art center used for entertainment and education. It has an auditorium that seats almost 1,500 people. It covers 100,000 square feet and it sits along the Ohio River. The River Park Center has meeting rooms, a theater, and an outdoor bricked courtyard. It's considered an outstanding landmark in Owensboro. Smothers Park is the highlight of downtown area. It is located on West Virginia's Boulevard, right along the Ohio River. The park is open 24 hours a day. It has 3 signature fountains with a showing every 15 minutes. If you look over the railing, you will see a cascade waterfall flowing down the steps along the riverbank. There's even a spray park open in summer for kids to play in. The Lazy Days playground has a spinner, slides, swings, giant pretend animals, a rock climbing wall, and pretend trees that you can go through, and elevated walkways that connect from tree to tree. In fact, Smuggler's Park is named one of the top 10 of the parks in the U.S. At the end of the park, you will find a large open pavilion used for weddings, concerts, and other events. The Downtown Veteran Memorial is also known as the Charles E. Shelton Freedom Memorial. It is dedicated to Colonel Charles E. Shelton, a U.S. Air Force soldier who was shot down in 1964 while trying to accomplish a mission over Laos. He was finally declared killed in action in 1994. Colonel Shelton was the last official prisoner of the war from the Vietnam War. The downtown Christmas tree brings joy to all visitors around the holidays. Every winter, people from all around the world visit Owensboro just to participate in our annual holiday stroll. They sing carols, listen to loud music, shop, drink hot chocolate, and have lots of fun. Sometimes they might even catch a glimpse of an ice sculpture or even sit on Santa's lap. Owensboro's Convention Center is the newest premier meeting space in all of western Kentucky. It overlooks the beautiful Ohio River and consists of 92,000 square feet. There is an exhibition hall, a ballroom, and other full-service meeting space. Once you visit the downtown area, you'll see some very old historical buildings that are still in use. Most were built in the 1800s, and many of these buildings still have dates engraved in them showing what years they were built in. Now these buildings are used for local restaurants, shops, and science museums. If you've ever in Owensboro, stop by our downtown area to see just what makes Owensboro a top place to visit.
Not know who the mayor was when you did that thing? You could have told me a chip or something. Remember, I have a little something for you. You gonna be a lawyer when you get older? Probably.
I hope I'm retired by then.
You gonna be retired, Stevie? You got trouble. Okay. These coins are commemorative coins from Owensboro, Kentucky for our 200th year birthday. And so us at the City Commission would like to give these, one to you and one to your girlfriend, and in respect and honor for your excellent speech tonight. Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Wait a minute. Let's get a picture. All right. Stay out of trouble.
Mayor,
Sir, ma'am.
could we recognize his mother, Stacy Edmondson, and his grandparents who are here in the...
You want to ask him?
No, I'm
You're
asking...
asking me?
Yes.
Sure. We'll recognize them. Tell us who they...
You all stand.
Please stand. You got something to be very proud of. Okay.
Oh, okay, well, you didn't introduce me to him, and that's his dad right there.
My wife's here tonight. Barbara, would you like to stand? Okay. All right. The fun stuff is over. Now we get down to the boring stuff of conducting city business. At this time, we'll go to item 5A. Consider the approval of the minutes dated February 6, 2018. Please give me a motion to approve.
Motion.
Second.
Okay. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Item number 5B. We have two board appointments tonight. First one, to the Board of Ethics. We'd like to appoint Mark Starnes to a 3-year term expiring March the 1st, 2021. He's taken the place of Mr. Sullivan, who's done it for quite a while. And Elizabeth Mundy, Senior Citizen Board of Directors, appoint Pamela Smith Wright to a 3-year term expiring March the 1st, 2021. I'll make a motion to approve those.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. Item number 6, Mr. Counselor Ed Ray.
Thank you. Ordinance 2-2018 is an ordinance revising the City of Owensboro's Employee Handbook, Chapter 1000, Subchapter 1004, pay charts entitled Department Heads, City Attorney, City Manager, thereby eliminating the positions of Assistant City Manager, City Attorney, and Assistant City Attorney, and further establishing the positions of Assistant City Manager and City Attorney. Publicly read for approval on second reading February 20th, 2018.
Thank you, sir. I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll have a roll call vote. Ms. Cecil?
Commissioner Vallata,
Yes.
Mayor Watson,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Glenn,
Yes.
Commissioner Smith Wright.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you. Item number 6B, Mr. Ray.
Ordinance 3-2018 is an ordinance abandoning and closing a portion of an alley between 17th Street and 18th Street in the city of Owensboro, Kentucky, at the request of Roberts Realty, LLC. Publicly read for approval on second reading February 20th, 2018.
Okay, I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Okay, any discussion? We talked about this last time, I believe, didn't we, Mr. Parrish? Right. Okay, hearing no discussion, we'll have roll call vote again. Ms. Cecil?
Mayor Watson,
Here? Yes?
Mayor Pro Tem Glenn,
Yes.
Commissioner Smith Wright,
Aye.
Commissioner Vallata.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. Item number 7 is no first readings and ordinances, which is good. Item number 8, municipal orders. Mr. Ray.
Municipal Order 3-2018 is a municipal order authorizing and directing the mayor to negotiate and execute a sublease with the Owensboro Public Schools for the rental of additional space at 1010 Allen Street to be used for the expansion of the Owensboro Innovation Academy. Introduced and publicly read for approval on one reading February 20th, 2018.
Okay, a motion to approve, please.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? Mr. Parrish?
Mayor, as the commission knows, the city leases space at 1010 Allen Street and is known as the Center for Business and Research. We sublease that space out for business incubation to small businesses that are looking to grow. In 2015, at a request of the school system, we subleased half of that space to the school system for the Innovation Academy. Now the school system is requesting to lease all of the space for the growth of the Innovation Academy. We have created a skeleton draft amendment that has a new sublease with a monthly rent of $13,017 a month, escalating to $13,265 a month in 2021. It's a basic 5-year lease, but either party can get out of the lease at the end of 1 year with notice, can be terminated annually. The staff recommends this, and this is supported by the EDC and is supported by the business owner.
Okay, I'd like to just add a few comments about this. It was created about a decade ago when the community really decided actively to work towards a shift in our economic development strategy. You know, our commission at the time committed to a partnership, the CBR, in order to spur innovation in the life sciences field. And I was very proud to be a part of that group. Some of the successes of this CBR was the ZMAP, the Ebola treatment that caught the world's attention as it treated a potential global epidemic, was researched and developed right here on Allen Street. Many of our community college students were able to work with their businesses, therefore giving them graduate degrees in biology and other life sciences. Adult immunization management started here and now serves clients all over the country with vaccines and immunization projects. And of course, Hollison, which is a cutting-edge food pathogen research and detection company, has created methods that are innovating the food and industry, in the food industry and beyond. So truly, as times change, you know, your ideas change, and the OIA kind of created an opportunity try and get more young people involved in Innovation Academy. You know, and we all understand that, you know, the future of our community comes from our children, and we want to make sure we give them in Owensboro the best opportunity to succeed. We hope that they'll, you know, cultivate inventors, engineers, global problem solvers, and tell the world about Greater Owensboro as a community that values its young people and its entrepreneurship. So this was a successful program to a degree. One of the things that kind of started turning it the other way to not have as much activity was when Kentucky Bioprocessing was sold, and when we lost the Cancer Research Center that was partnered with University of Louisville and John Brown. So as times change, you know, Owensboro is flexible enough to continue to move that the thought process to try to make sure that our young people have all the opportunities they possibly can have. So I think it was costly, but I still think if we helped one child, it is worth it to me. So, okay, where are we? We're going to vote, or we already did, or what? Okay, I'll make a motion to approve. We did that? That discussion? Okay, all in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. I get all wound up talking about the youth and lost my place. Sorry about that. Okay, item number 8B, Mr. Ray.
Municipal Order 4-2018 is a municipal order authorizing reimbursement to the Davis County Fiscal Court for an additional $20,000 for the full cost of the city's share for an enhanced risk map study by light detection and ranging, or LIDAR, to be performed by the Kentucky Division of Water, introduced and publicly read for approval on one reading February 20th, 2018.
Okay, motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
City Manager, would you please give us, this is that thing I couldn't talk about in the state of the city, wasn't it?
Yes, Mayor.
Give us a little information on
I will.
LIDAR.
Thank you, Mayor. As the commission will remember, you've already approved LIDAR joint work with the county. That came with a price tag of $100,000 that the city would pay one half of. The city engineer, on the recommendation of the county judge and the county engineer, has recommended we expand that LIDAR look at our flood areas to include Gillis Ditch. That will add $40,000 to the cost of the project to be evenly split between the city and county. So that means you will authorize the additional spending of $20,000 to reimburse Davis County Fiscal Court to include Gillis Ditch in the totality of our floodplain review. That comes with a staff recommendation.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. This will make Commissioner Wathen happy, I think, anyway. Okay, item number 9, City Manager items.
Thank you, Mayor. I ask you to recognize Ms. Hamrick for the December financial report.
Ms. Hamrick?
Yes, Mayor and Commission. The financial report for the month ended December 31st, 2017, which is 6 months. Our start of our fiscal year is July. Our general fund revenues through December 31st of $28,915,271 was $703,743 over budget, we exceeded our revenue budget. This is primarily due to the insurance premium license fee and property tax revenues and timing in our in lieu of taxes. Our general fund expenditures of $25,147,299 were $1,325,867 under budget. This is primarily due to savings in personnel and timing in maintenance and supplies. The revenue and expenditures in our other funds are in line with the year-to-date budget, with the following exceptions. The Convention Center Operations Fund is under budget in revenues, and that's simply due to timing. The Sanitation Fund is under budget in capital outlay. This is also due just to timing. And the Transit Fund is under budget in federal and state grant revenues, also due to timing. And if I would like to direct your attention to page 7, and Beth is going to pull up on our overhead a picture of where we are. And just a brief overview, this graph represents a picture of our total fund revenues and expenditures for a year-to-date, December 2017, or 6 months of activity. The green bar reflects revenue at our old rates. The blue bar represents revenues at our new rates. And the red bar is the city's year-to-date expenditures. The year-to-date surplus, which is our revenues over expenditures, for year-to-date December is $3,767,972. At the old rates, this surplus would have been $1,415,314. I'd like to remind you, and please note, that the revenues will not always be higher than the expenditures as depicted on this graph. November and December, which we're just closing our December, are the city's 2 highest revenue-producing months, and this is due to our property tax collections. We will be having months throughout the rest of our fiscal year wherein the expenditures will be higher than our revenues, and this is due to the summer, warmer months when construction, road work, and other outdoor activities are taking place. If anyone has any questions, I'd be happy to try and answer.
Motion.
Second.
Saying aye.
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 You're welcome.
Consider personnel.
Thank you, Mayor. I'm asking the Commission consider tonight the following personnel appointments. Felicia Wimsett, probationary full-time, non-civil service appointment, administrative aide, effective March 12th. Stephen D. Lynn, probationary full-time, non-civil service, promotional appointment, city attorney, effective February 26th. Twala G. Carter, regular full-time, non-civil service appointment, bus driver, effective February 20th. Chelsea Johnson and Anita Daughtry, regular full-time, non-civil service appointments, clerk typist, effective February 27th. And Kevin Langley, regular full-time, non-civil service appointment to police officer, effective February 27th. Mayor, as you frequently ask, none of these are new, non-budget. They are all budget replacement positions.
Motion.
Second.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. City manager comments, please.
Nothing further. Thank you, Mayor.
You're welcome. Comments from elected officials. Commissioner Pam Smith-Wright.
I don't have anything today.
I beg your pardon?
I don't have anything today.
Well, I'll be darned. Commissioner Glenn.
Just a couple of things. Had occasion to represent the commission at Frank Cox's 100th birthday, and that was a wonderful event. There were probably 150 people there, and he spoke, and I wish we could all, be that spry and that energetic, and he's also a member of the greatest generation. He fought in World War II, so we had a proclamation for him that the mayor was kind enough to produce, so appreciate that. I do also want to say congratulations to Steve Lynn. Thank you for all your great service and what will be continued great service. We respect and admire you, Steve. You're awesome, and thank you for all you do. And then finally, the last thing I want to mention is we've got potentially down the road some severe weather, so pay attention to that. It's not normal to be 80 in February. We know that, so we'll see what happens. But keep an eye out in the next couple of days. And that's it.
Thank you. Commissioner Villada.
Just glad to be here, Mayor. Thank you.
I love it. That's perfect. Okay, my comments will be directed to Ed Ray. I had the opportunity to participate in hiring Ed at the beginning of his career here, and then I went on sabbatical, but he stayed. And quite honestly, he's one of the smartest, most impressive people I've ever met. His ability to understand and articulate issues are unbelievable. He's going to be missed, and I certainly wish him all the best. He's not leaving the town, so that's a good thing because his wife wouldn't let him. But he's been a tremendous asset, I'm sure, city manager and the rest of the group that have been with him so long. And You will be missed, and we appreciate all you've done for our city. And anybody else would like to make any comments?
If I may, Mayor?
Okay.
I would just like to say if I have many weaknesses, but one of them is not loyalty, and I am loyal to Ed Ray. Ed Ray has made me look very bright as a city manager that I have no right to look at. Ed is, as the mayor mentioned, one of the smartest folks I've ever met, and he has an ability to take the very complex and reduce it down to simple and understanding. And I appreciate that. I appreciate his friendship, his loyalty to the city, and as we would say in the Marine Corps, fair winds and following seas.
Okay. I have a little something for you, Mr. Wright. Oh, if you'll come down front. I'm a guy that nicknames a lot of folks.
Got you covered, Mayor.
You always do. So, on behalf of our city commission, we'd like to give you this mementos of work well done. And like I said, I nickname a lot of people, so I'd like for you to open this for the public to view.
Mothership.
That's his nickname that I gave him because no matter what we were doing, he just kind of floated around and he had some idea what was going on. So I thought, what better way to recognize that with a little Led Zeppelin, about your age group anyway. So it's Mothership. You're welcome to the mic.
Well, thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Commissioners. Thank you, Bill, and everybody. The only thing I can say is that it's been a pleasure being here. I didn't prepare anything for tonight to say other than anything and everything that's been accomplished has been because we have a staff here at the City of Owensboro that in all my years in the military, all my years in the private sector, I would take that group in any of those organizations and they would perform and outperform and outpace any group I've ever worked with. And that's all the way from our leadership, which is represented here, down to every police officer on the streets right now, the firefighters, the people pulling all-nighters with taking care of our storms, the folks at the convention center, our sanitation drivers, the people do an unbelievable job with our parks and recreation and entertaining our children here in Owensboro. And what Bill often refers to as the hub of the wheel is the folks that have an uncanny ability to take care of our finances here. You are well taken care of. I will miss everything that I've been a part of here at the City of Owensboro. And you're in fantastic hands with Steve and Nate Pagan, who's coming back to Owensboro. We're very fortunate to have him back. So thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Commissioners. And I greatly appreciate this. Mayor, I can officially now put this out there. It's
What does it say?
Steve Lynn, City Attorney. Glad to hand over the reins.
Well, and you got a very competent man. We're lucky to have Steve hang around with us. We appreciate it. Okay. Next item on the agenda is open public forum. Members of the audience are invited to address the City Commission on any matter of public concern that was not on tonight's agenda. Comments are limited to issues within the scope and responsibility of the City Commission. City Commission meetings are held to conduct business for the city for the benefit of Owensboro citizens and taxpayers. The meetings are not intended to serve as political forums for candidates who are campaigning for political office. So at this time, I would welcome anyone to come to the podium and speak on any issue not on tonight's agenda. We don't necessarily have to respond, but you never know. So the mic's open. Okay, you had your shot. You want to take another shot at it, little Sloan? Are you good? Kids, how old are you?
10.
And you have your own thumb drive maker?
No, my teacher.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know what that thumb drive was till about a year ago. Okay, hearing no comments from the public,
Motion to adjourn.
there you go.
Second.
All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
We're adjourned.